Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell of Souls with
Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
and we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight.
Evan, yes.
What is this one?
Isle of Monsters.
Ooh.
Yeah, so basically you're going to be feeding and nurturing monsters to scare people.
Perfect.
Yes, yeah, it's a family-friendly game.
Cool.
It's kind of like a combination. It's like a deck-building game, but also there's like a rock, paper, scissors element to it. It's really cool. I can't wait to show it.
Ooh, that sounds fun. It's a little Pokemon-ish, maybe?
Yeah, I would say that.
But you're
You'll
scaring
see it.
people.
Yeah, you're scaring people. They're not battling, they're just scaring.
Just scaring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like fun. Let's take a look inside. All right, man. We have Isle of Monsters.
Yes.
I am not familiar with this one. So,
I'm that guy right there. That's me.
the pink.
The scared little pink guy.
I want to be this bird, this happy bird, not an angry
He's
one.
still scared too because these big monsters. Let's take a look at the back.
Yeah, sure. So it looks pretty simple.
Yeah, I like the design of it. The layout's pretty cool. The story behind it is you're all natives of an island, and you build or you create special monsters by feeding them, and making them big and scary to keep outsiders off your island.
Yeah, because who wants outsiders?
Exactly. So what you're doing is that you're competing against each other to make the scariest monster.
Okay.
So it's
That's a fun little theme.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pop the box here and see what's inside.
Has some great artwork. It looks like Catacombs.
Yeah.
I don't know if the same artist, but yeah.
Okay. There's the rule book, which we will definitely come back to.
Yes, but it's not very long, full color.
Okay.
All right, so these are the tokens. These tokens are the foods. These are actually the stickers for the foods that you can feed your monsters.
There are different types of food.
Yeah, there's 3 different types. Pink, what is that? Lavender,
bluish,
and yellow.
or maybe blue, red, and yellow. I don't know.
These are the cages. Each player gets. If you're playing a 2-player game, you each get 2 of these cards. If you're playing anything other than 2 players, you get 1.
Okay.
These are where you put your monsters and you feed them from here.
Sure.
Because you like caging up monsters.
You got to put them in cages.
Yeah. Otherwise, they can eat you.
You don't want to run around.
Comes with 5 total because you can go up to 5 players.
Right on.
These are the scare tokens.
Ooh.
So these are basically the victory points. You're gonna get these. They come in 1s and 3s.
Yeah. And I take it whoever has the most probably wins.
At the end of the game wins, yeah.
Right on.
We'll go over that.
Those.
Oh yeah, take those.
Yep.
Baggies.
Baggies, we
These are
appreciate
always
baggies.
nice. Yeah, baggies are always nice.
More baggies.
I'll
put that one over.
This is the bag for the food tokens. We'll come over that in a second. The food tokens themselves are nice wooden pieces.
Which these are the ones you would put these stickers on top of.
Yeah.
Obviously color matching.
Some people don't even put the stickers on them because it's color coordinated on the cards, which we'll see.
You don't need them.
Yeah, you don't need them. If you want them, they're there.
Yeah.
But if we look at the cards, they're color coordinated. So going over like the layout of a card, these are all going to be the same except they're going to get more powerful. There's 3 different elements. There's water, earth, and fire. It's basically rock, paper, and scissors. Water is scared of earth is scared of fire is scared of water.
Okay. I think there have been cartoons on that.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's no window.
Yeah.
But the number up here is their scare factor. So this is only a level 1 monster. That just shows what they're scared, or what they scare. So fire is scared of water. And then that's what you can feed it to make it powerful. So basically, you're going to put the monsters
in your cage. If
you feed it 1 of the blueberries, then it goes into your deck, because it's kind of a deck building game.
Okay.
So that's basically it. We'll go over in the rules. These are the islands. So let's
Move this
that's
everything in the box.
Yeah, that's everything in the box. This is the middle islands. This is the main island. There's going to be food up here that you can grab. These are the outlying islands. One of these is going to be between each player.
Right.
You go in a circle. So let's say you're playing a 3-person game. It's going to look
kind of like that.
Like that, yeah, basically. So players here, and players here. And you're going to have food on each of these islands that you can take from. Let's say I'm sitting right here. I can't take food from that island.
From this island.
Yeah.
You can only get this one or this one. Or I'm assuming this one.
Yeah, and there are also going to be more monsters on each island that you can choose from. But again, if you're sitting right here, you can't choose any monsters from that one. So that's kind of one of the game mechanics.
Cool.
But that's the basic overlay. You want to take a look at the rules?
Let's do it. Yeah. So here's the rule book for Isle of Monsters.
Yes.
I'm really curious how this all works. It sounds, again, like a fun little game. So let's take a peek here.
Right. Okay, so it's going to go over an introduction, the story, components, credits.
Yeah.
These are the components.
Again, real quick, the overview of the game. The game is played over a number of rounds. Each round consists of 4 phases. There's the nurture phase, mature phase, scare phase, and cleanup phase.
Right.
So pretty quick. And then how many rounds do you typically play?
It goes until the deck is empty. The deck size is going to be determined by how many players playing.
Gotcha.
So if we go over real quick, this is the chart that shows you the deck and whatnot. So if there's 2 players playing, you're gonna get rid of 14 cards out of the deck. So you're not gonna use any level 6 through 9 monsters, and there's gonna be 8 creatures on each side island. And basically, a round goes. You're gonna start with the nurture phase. The nurture phase, you're gonna take. You can either do one of 3 things. You can take a monster from one of the outlying islands, if there are still ones available, and put them in your cage.
Okay.
Then you can take food from any of the islands and start feeding your monsters, and those are limited for that round.
Now, do you get to see the monsters, or are they face down?
Yeah, they're gonna be face up on the thing. So if you want to, you have 2 options, but of course your opponents can choose one of the ones. So you might want to get to it first. You can capture, feed, and then pass. Once everyone passes, that's when you go to the next phase.
Okay.
So basically, it's you doing this until resources are dry and you can't really do anything else, and then you pass, or you don't want to do anything.
Just some of the mechanics of the game too. All of the monsters may have different feeding spaces too. So that's kind of the advantage of grabbing one of those cheap monsters is they don't take a lot to feed to put in your deck. Versus these big monsters here, where they have this guy needs more food types to be sustained. To actually add them to your deck, right?
Yeah, and we'll go over that in a second too, because it might be important that you have a lot of smaller creatures, because there are a couple of ways to get points or scares.
Okay.
The mature phase is all players clear their boards of the cages that are of monsters that have been fully fed. You can't put these in your deck unless they've been fully fed, and then you put them in your deck, and then you play. Let's hold on. And then you take the draw back to the next player, and you replenish everything, and then you go to the scare phase. This is kind of like the battle phase, if you will. So it's done in turns. You're each going to place down however many monsters you want to. You can place all of your cards at once if you really want to, but that might not be wise. And you flip them, you keep them face down under a deck, so your opponent can't see how many you're putting down.
Right.
And then once everyone's ready, you flip them all over and see who has the best. So it goes by the total number that they have scare factor wise. If you get the most scare factor, you're gonna get one of the 3-point scare things.
Nice.
Then you're gonna see if anyone scares other monsters. So let's say, for instance, fire scares earth. So in this scenario, this guy got the 3-pointers, the middle guy. Right. However, these 2 both scared him. So each of them are gonna get 1 point for scaring him. If that makes sense. So you can play all 3 water, earth, and fire at the same time, and you'll end up getting at least a point somewhere, because you'll scare someone. However, you'll help your opponents out because they're going to scare you, because you're going to have at least something.
So it's kind of a balance of whether or not you want to specialize or whether you want to do a mix.
Exactly. There's a gamble to it and whatnot. Of course, if you have a lot of monsters, you can also put everything down and get the 3-pointers, because those are important. And the scare phase lasts until you have no more monsters in your deck that you have built, because once you use a monster, you put it aside. And then once everyone's done playing the scare phase, you take your deck and you reshuffle it, or not reshuffle it, but you put it back, because you can use those monsters in more turns.
Okay, so in future turns.
In future turns, yeah. Okay. So it's always a deck building game. So in the last turn, for instance, you should have a lot of monsters.
Okay, cool. And then you try to get, that's pretty straightforward. And then this is just how the scare works. Yeah, this is the whole rock, paper, scissors type thing. So, cool. Yeah. Gameplay, we just kind of talked about that. You do that, you can do the scare phase multiple rounds. Yep. And then the cleanup phase is just, you're going to replenish the food bag, which is the draw bag, which is that black bag we saw earlier. That's where all the food tokens go. You're drawing them randomly. And
not all the cards you're using in the game are going to be on the side islands right off the bat. You're going to replenish those until you draw the last card off that deck, and then that's the last turn.
All right, this is actually pretty neat. And then this is just some gameplay tips.
Yeah. Winner of the game is whoever has the most scare tokens. If there's a tie, then you all play a kind of like a rock, paper, scissors. You each take one color of each monster, and you each put them down until someone wins.
And that's pretty much it. And there's a 2-player variant. Again, we talked about here where you actually have
2 boards on each side. But
so you can totally do that. So go check it out. There's a quick reference on the back.
Yep.
I think we nailed it, man.
Yeah.
Let's hop out for a really quick recap.
Well, that was Isle of Monsters, again, from Mayday Games. Mayday Games.
Looks really fun, man.
Yeah, it's a simple game, family friendly, and I just like how it's like kind of like 2 games in one. At one time, you're trying to take care of your monsters, and then you play a game
kind of a mini game.
Kind of mini game where you battle each other, you're scaring each other.
Right,
yeah.
right.
It's like a rock, paper, scissors / who has the best monsters thing. So, yeah.
Really cool game. Really simple to play. Again, like you mentioned, family friendly. So let's crunch some numbers on this real quick.
Yes.
Again, it is a family game, so you're looking at what, like 10 and up?
Yeah, 10 and up is the recommended. $19.99 is not the year it was made, but the price point.
It's pretty good.
And it's not a long game at all. It's probably like 20-40 minutes, I would say. And 2 to 5 players.
Yeah, as you saw in the box. I mean, perfect. Again, small kids, young kids, and if you like a certain Pocket Monster style game, this is probably a good pickup. Again, for that price point to you, it's
not bad at all.
Pretty much where they'll go. So anyway, go check it out. It's in stores right now. It's brand new. So go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from Bell Souls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.